Hi, my name is Chelsea and welcome to my channel. For today's video, I wanted to do a January recap and a February TBR all wrapped into one. But before I jump into what I read, I am dying to know what your favorite book was that you read this month. Let me know in the comments below. Unfortunately, the mood reading did get the best of me this month and I didn't hit my ambitious January TBR. I honestly didn't even get through that many books at all. It was very much a read a little bit of a lot kind of month, if you know what I'm saying. So these were the books that originally were on my TBR for the month of January. If you want to see a video of me picking these out, be sure to head over to YouTube Shorts. And then here are the books, or the book, that I actually read. First up, we have The Ghost of Waikiki. In this book, an out-of-work journalist and the homicide detective who broke her heart must try to cipher out a murder and figure it out before time runs out. Maya reluctantly returns to her native Hawaii to ghostwrite a biography of this controversial land developer, Parker Hamilton. But when the Hamilton patriarch is found dead under super fishy circumstances, Maya is suddenly pulled into this investigation. This book is actually a debut novel that I read for New York City Book Co's book club, and the author was super kind to us. She sent us stickers and cookies, which I immediately ate. And I also just put the stickers in my book journal, which was super cute. Overall, I gave this book 3 stars. I felt like the ghostwriting just was a setup for the main story, but then kind of just faded away as the book went on. I'm also not gonna lie, there was one moment where I thought one of the characters might actually be a ghost, because she mentioned seeing him, and then when she brought him up to other people, nobody knew who that person was. I was in fact wrong. There were no literal ghosts. There was a lot going on story-wise, but I was way more interested in the romance of it all than the actual mystery itself. Everyone at book club also thought that it would be super cool as a TV show, or if it continued as a series of books, because a lot of the side characters were really interesting and we wanted to know more about them. And at the time of filming, that's all I finished reading. I was gonna try and finish my audiobook before posting this video, but I was really enjoying the dragon book, and I'm not gonna lie, I just wanted to keep going with that and take the pressure off myself and enjoy reading for reading's sake. With that being said, let's get into my February TBR. First up are the books I want to finish. Obviously, we're starting with Onyx Storm. I'm currently 35% of the way through, and I am really, really enjoying it so far, which thank goodness, because Iron Flame just was not it for me. I've also seen a lot of discourse about there being confusion about characters and places, but I've honestly just been vibing, and things are slowly coming back to me, and I'm not as lost as I thought I would be. This is honestly a miracle, because I didn't do a reread of Fourth Wing or Iron Flame, because there are just too many books and not enough time, and so I'm really glad that I'm not completely lost. Let me know if I should do a reading vlog of me finishing Onyx Storm this weekend. Next, I want to finish The Last One by Rachel Hall. I had the immense pleasure of going to an author talk back in December, and it was hosted by Jordan Fisher, who is one of my favorites, if you didn't know. I went with my mom, and we decided we wanted to bestie read this for January, but then I got distracted by dragons. This book follows Kai as she wakes up in the woods with no idea how she got there, who she is, and all she knows is that she needs to reach the Sea Devour, or things are going to get a whole lot worse for her. As she searches for answers, Kai only finds more questions, especially regarding the cutie patootie blacksmith who she's got the hots for. Don't worry, he's also got the hots for her. As the book goes on, she is finding out that no one is who they say or what they appear to be, including the man who might be deadlier than the land itself. This one started off slow for me, but in the last section I read, it really picked up, so I'm really excited to dive back into this world. I'm also reading this one on my Kindle because it's on Kindle Unlimited, and it's too gorgeous to just be carrying around every day. Next up, we have I Might Be in Trouble, and this is my book club book for February, and I'm really, really looking forward to it. A few years ago, David had it all. He had a book deal, he had a boyfriend, and he had a booming writing career. His debut novel was a huge success, but then he hit that second book slump. Then David connects with a sexy stranger on a dating app, and he's like, you know what? A wild night out in New York might be exactly what I need to find some inspiration. After one of the best dates of his life, he wakes up giddy and a little hungover, only to find that his Prince Charming is dead. He's a little confused and he's faced with this idea of like, did I kill my date last night? So then David calls the one person he can trust, his literary agent, Stacy. Together, David and Stacy must kind of untangle the events of the night before and spin this adventure into his next career-defining novel. If only they could figure out what to do with the body. Honestly, this book sounds like so much fun, and as someone who loves How to Get Away with Murder, I just think it's going to be right up my alley. Like, could you imagine if Connor woke up after meeting Oliver and just found him dead? We all know Annalise Keating would have had a cover like that. That show is honestly so good. Maybe it's time for a rewatch. And finally, it's time for my bestie read for February, Love in Other Words. My fiance actually got me this book years ago for my birthday, and it's finally time to cross it off the TBR. This book follows Macy as she's settling into an ambitious routine, working hard at her job, planning a wedding to an older guy, and she's really keeping her head down. And she runs into her ex because, of course, she does. And this careful bubble she has created begins to dissolve. This book takes place in alternating timelines between then and now. And though their memories are obscured by what happened one night so many years ago, Elliot is coming to understand why Macy has been silent for so long, and he's realizing that he kind of has to win her back after breaking her heart. I'm really excited for this one. I hear it's a tearjerker, and I do think it's going to be perfect for the month of February. So that's my February TBR. Make sure to let me know which one you think I should read first in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, make sure you click on the thumbs up, and if you want to see more of what I'm reading, be sure to hit subscribe. See you next time!